calling the internet police.
Be brought down. There's just going to be too much damage there. And looks like Tides of Time. It's a long dive in on Dendy right now. Shadow Strike's already slowed him down. Misses on the Centaur Stomp. Needed that one to ensure that kill. And now Tides of Time might have slightly overcommitted himself. There's a rotation coming up from Puppy. And if Tides goes down, then maybe Puppy's going to catch him out. Yeah, he is. He's going to come straight in. Splitter stun, going to be perfectly in position, which means 2 right clicks will finish off the job and give first blood and solo experience for a kill. You see the damage is taken instead of 500. And there's your ice path you're waiting for. Not the best chain stun ever from Leshrac. Throws down the Tombstone, but Edict just going to eat through all of this. The Tombstone's already dead. A Force Focus that one down almost instantly. And now is looking over towards Bulba himself. Starts with a crit, but that DK really hurting hard on a Force. Got no invis to go with, and that tower attack gives some nice levels now to Undying.
606 of Queen of Pain. So again, it's just about commitment to the fight. If you think you can win, then you go for it. If not, then things are definitely looking a little bit rough right now for a few lanes. And Fog might get this haste. Oh, denied. Never mind.
Dendy says no, and then gets one raise. He's already used his blink to try and escape this one. And it's not even just a raise as well, Dendy! Oh. He got glimpsed out and still gets the raise in the correct position.
Standard warding as we see. Oh, yep, that's a very, very dead Light of Heaven top.
the standard warding, standard ganking, standard everybody does just come. Successful, Strata successful. Blink Dagger already on SF. 8-minute Blink Dagger for him. Havorce now going to be locked on this bottom lane. Way too sexy, going to glimpse him back in range of the tower. Walls up as well, and Havorce says, oh, I may as well fight this one. Try and bring down Way Too Sexy. Goes invis, but not out of range of that tower. Undying Soul ripping him down to death. And the Tombstone making life very, very difficult for him as well. But that was 4 heroes committed to get that kill.
I think he wants to be at, and he's going to need his Ags, patented Treads Ags, built a lot sooner than he's getting it right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, seeing Glimpse, that's a long glimpse. Puppy just got dredged back all the way across that top river. And back into the lineup of Dignitas. The 4 heroes were waiting for him. Only got like maybe 10 seconds left, if that. And now Puppy, maybe a little bit more trouble getting stinged and going to get pulled back in range to the tower. The wall gets up in time. Wonderful quad volley there from Fog over the 3 heroes. The problem is he's lost his support hero, but maybe enough to bring down Arsad. And now Dandy pops the ultimate, try and bring down Fog, but Solra going to keep him alive for the moment until Shuri Toss from Havorce finishes him off. Heal not being enough, and Havorce stands his ground. Sees Bulba there. Avalanche going to miss. Denny only turned around to attack on Bulba, but it was Owie looking for him. Enchantress getting brought down and a triple kill for Havorce. One raise and blinks away, and Owie and Bulba to sit there scratching their heads and say, go back to base.
I just... Vanguard? Bounty Hunter with a hood. Like a full hood. I mean, I guess if you think about it, they don't really have anyone else on their team who's meant to take that much abuse. Shadow Fiend rushed a blink. Jakiro's got relatively good stack and I suppose. And
oh, Havorce, real trouble right now. He's going to get glimpsed back in and range of that sentry ward. So even with the invis, oh man, he's out of range of it. They cannot see him now, or can they? Yeah, they can. Bulba finishes him off.
By the fact that he hasn't died yet, so things definitely not looking amazing for Dignitas at the moment. They still do have good team fight. They have an Undying.
No. Maybe the glimpse wasn't far enough, and then a nice little track done by Puppy holding Owie out of position, but the wall is there. Scream's going to follow up as well if possible. All of Dignitas are up here, apart from just one Queen of Pain is trying to get here quickly. Dendy already starting off for now. A couple of right clicks, track up on Tides of Time. They've already dropped down the Tombstone. Dendy wants to focus it, but the Avalanche, then the toss. Is to give me a glimpse back? Yes, it is. It's Dendy, but he isn't brought back far enough. And now Quapoldi kills up Leshrac, follow-up kill onto the Jakiro. Denny's still running back out of here. Now he's chasing free gold. He wants Arsat. He wants Arsat, but without having those drums, he doesn't have the high movement speed. But Arsat now getting blocked up. Avalanche toss into the spiders. Right-click cleave damage. Nice Leshrac stun. Arsat, however, even if he wants to get himself away from this, he's going to get brought down. Yeah, there's the tree from Maui finishing the job, and maybe going to turn over towards Puppy. A little bit more trouble coming in for a little bit lower, where Havorce and Bulba, as well as Fogs, all having a bit of a juke around with Light of Heaven, getting a little bit of a hunger, but no one else there. Owie living on such low life. Double kill for him, and now going to die for his cause. Light of Heaven when Spiders finishes off the job. Bulba's already TPing out. Queen of Pain blinks away and way too sexy. He's got a glimpse Dendy back right now. Maybe he has it, maybe he's dead. Dendy with a raise. Long one finishes it. So
he finishes BKB just in time to blink.
Pushing a mid-tier 2 tower. Oh, here in Glimpse, who's that pulling back in again? It's Arsat himself. Bulba popping up the ultimate. Should be enough to bring down. Yeah, it does. Jakiro already taking a fall. And Bulba keeps up with the decay. Fog with a little bit of a scream. Denny pops the BKB. Owie comes in really nice and close. Doesn't really care too much about Denny's ultimate. Just tosses him back on top of Puppy. Avalanche already being used, and Denny just focuses him down with the right clicks. Puppy will take a fall as well. Decayed down, and then Thunderstruck to death. And Light of Heaven going to chase down Bulba, slowing him down a little bit too. Looks like we have ourselves an Orc. And Denny with a double damage rune, already doing a large chunk of damage, but Owie looking to come in. Avalanche goes over the top of Roshan. And then blink up by Denny right next to Way Too Sexy. Still making the most of that double damage rune. Then onto Bulba, combining with the Orc, going to guarantee the kill. And then destroys up the tombstone as well. And Owie held in position. How long before the blink's off cooldown? Well, it's already off cooldown now. He blinked up to the high ground to search for the retreating hero, but didn't work in the end. And back to Roshan. Smoke being popped off for no apparent reason.
I'm pretty sure Havos Janata slowing the auto attack of Tiny just saved Arsat right there from dying to cleave damage, because the Janata went off and he like attempted like he wanted to swing but didn't quite get it up.
That was that freebie tower that was given. No way to defend it, no way to stop it. And this will also be the tier 2 tower on bottom lane. Attempted denial there by Ties of Time. Now jump in by Denny. Winds up for the ultimate right next to Bulba. He holds his ultimate, but he's already gone unstoppable, killing up the Queen of Pain. And the rest of the team then focus on the Enchantress. And Queen of Pain buys back into the game. Looking to defend this. Needs to be here as well. Double caught in the Ice Path. Then a Vorse runs in. Quapoldi only going to hit a Vorse as well as Arsat, and one mech charge later, one glimpse later, pulling a Vorse back in towards the base. Bulba pops up the ultimate. There's your Ice Path, catching out 3. A Vorse still taking out that tier 3 tower. Not what he wants to do. Trying to run back in and away from range, but double kill for Fogged. Now with a good couple of stuns. And maybe now Arsat TP's out, tossed in, not fast enough. Kiro able to get himself back to base, and no glimpse in time as well.
That would be funny too.
Yeah. Watch for it. Watch for it during the next team fight. Oh, there's a glimpse back. So maybe he will lose his Crystallis, but through a different means. Arsat, 2 men caught in that stun. In comes Dandy. Starts up and Fog. Dual Breath is there. Neck charge, the only thing keeping them alive during this. Now Arsat getting pounded down by those imps of Enchantress. Not before Denny goes wicked sick. And Jakiro is dead, so we're not going to see that pass off. Avos looking for an extra one. Fog's already a long way back, and now they're going to go on to Bulba. Enchant, got to pop off to slow him down. Or maybe not. He's holding on to it. And Avos comes in range of that tower. Shuri Toss not going to be enough to get that kill, but maybe with Dendy jumping right in there. That desolated with the Yasha. Just so much, but Avalanche, Toss, Quapoldi, Denny with the BKB, remaining unaffected. Prepping his ultimate almost instantly, expecting Dignitas to jump in then. But it cancels and just turns around with a raise. And then they beat down that tier 3 tower. Fortification will slow them down a little bit, but Owie back in again. Avalanche, Toss, Puppy's gonna be really careful, low life. Especially with Owie with that tree. Listens a large portion of his armor, but then Bulba also losing all of his life. Denny just keeps on from range, focusing on them. Line of Heaven with his own BKB, gets the spiraling charges off, able to bring down Tides of Time. Now buyback by the Undying. They've got to hold this mid-rank if they want to hold this game. Back towards the front lines. There's your Ultimate. Wants to get the Tombstone off, but getting focused down. He won't even be able to get it off before he is completely brought down by Na'Vi, knowing who to focus, and now onto the racks. Fog wants to get back in there, but he's got no orb, he's got nothing but a scream and a blink away. And that's mid-racks gone in favor of Na'Vi. All 5 heroes back in here. And, well, in fact, now Arsat is in fact carrying the Daedalus recipe of Dendy as well. Now he's going to transfer it on the deck. And we have Daedalus completed up on Shadow Fiend.
Look, you don't even have to risk your character. This is the new meta. Anytime you ever have an Aegis and you have an extra item that you can't hold, you give it to a hero. But of course, ours are kind of ruined by
jump
dying.
it! Owie! Almost enough with the Shuri Toss to finish him off. The 2 clicks from Danny, Raise on range, just a little bit out of range. And now Puppy also in the midst of the fight. Looking for one more. Tiny healing back up at base. A Vorstorm's back in again, but everyone's getting tracked up. Bottom lane's going to go down, and Na'Vi are about to force out the GG from Dignitas. There's now going to be, look at Fog's life, 3 hits coming out. Line of Heaven gets the last one. Bulba back into the base. It is going to be everybody dead for Dignitas in a moment. Dendi at least is brought down by Aoi, so small victory, but GG, well played. Na'Vi will be the victors of ESWC 2012. Second year in a row they get to claim the title.